Hello, Chimera crew. I am MegumiNM, formerly known as MegumiMary, the demonic Chimera girl with a heart of stone and hatred for anyone who hurts my Mary. So, we need to talk about the future of this channel. First things first, you might have noticed we haven't been putting out our content, and we haven't been streaming much this year, and that is mostly due to mental health reasons on Mary's part. She's starting to feel a lot better, but she's had a lot of changes to adjust to this past year, and it's been a lot. Most recent one in particular actually brings us to the real dire need for this video. By now, news has been making the rounds that YouTube is putting out new AI that will be age gating accounts it deems under a certain age based on their watching habits or what they search for. And there is a very high chance that Mary might get flagged by these algorithms because, well, algorithms like these have always flagged her for being younger than she actually is. Even people in real life think she's younger than she actually is. Even at the age of 30, she was accused by someone for trying to cut school. Back in December, when Mary first discovered me, we thought we were just a binary system, meaning that there was just the two of us. But we have since come to discover that we are so very wrong in that. We have since discovered a multitude of dormant alters that have split from Mary over the course of her life. 5, to be exact. Then in June, Mary had a split, and a 7th was created, who has since fused with a one of the less stable ones to make her a more complete one. You might actually be seeing more of her in the future, going by the name MegumiMary. She is without a doubt the best gamer our system has to offer. This split, however, wasn't without some drawbacks on Mary herself. She has changed a bit, and it wasn't easy for Mary to cope with these changes. See, she has become what's known in a system as an age slider. Or maybe she was already one of these, but the split just made things harder for her to control. We're still trying to figure this out, honestly. But the fact remains, Mary's mental age isn't something she has a firm grasp on anymore. And it is constantly in flux and ever-changing. If you've seen our first stream of the Donkey Kong Bonanza game, then you might have noticed once or twice when Mary slipped and started talking in a more childish way, and either I had to step in or she had to quiet herself long enough to regain control in herself, in order to not expose herself on stream like that. The fact remains, this isn't exactly something we can hide long term, and we weren't sure if or how we should address it to you, our Chimera crew. But then this new YouTube policy kind of forced our hand. See, if Mary wasn't going to be a target by this new algorithm pre-split, she absolutely will be now because she has less control over her own interests and impulses. Yeah, we've had a few channels dedicated to shows like My Little Pony and stuff like that on her subscription feed, but now she's subscribed to stuff for a younger demographic like Dora the Explorer. And while there's fears over whether or not people get flagged for things like Minecraft Let's Plays, there are some out there who are subscribed to shows for actual preschoolers. I know Bluey is a super popular show with people for all ages, so I am kind of worried about people who love that show as well. And it was one that Mary was actually wanting to react to eventually, but now we're not even sure if we will be able to over on the reaction channel. So what does this mean for the channel? Well, it means that on the 13th, when the channels are going to be flagged, there's almost a certain chance that we will be flagged right away. Now, there is good news and there is bad news about being flagged. The good news is that if we are flagged, it sounds like we can upload normally, but we can't post about topics that would otherwise be restricted. And the bad news is that YouTube considers topics about LGBTQ+ issues to be restricted. and our entire channel is tagged as trans because we are, in fact, trans. It's how Mary introduces herself in every single stream and video. So there is a very real chance we can't upload or stream anymore simply because of the fact that we are trans. Now, could we upload our ID to YouTube in order to get our account back? In theory, yes. While we could do this, we are hesitant to at this particular point in time. This is something that is being rolled out exclusively in the US, which honestly is a bit of a red flag for us. We haven't exactly been positive about who is currently in charge. So handing over identifying information to Google, who could then in turn see that we made a video like right after the election called Trump Again, where we discussed our words on the unfortunate outcome of the election, then they might in turn be forced over to hand over that identifying information to the FCC or something, because more companies like Paramount have been forced to bend a knee to the current regime. You can see why we don't want to do something like that, right? There is a bit of a silver lining on the horizon, though. April 2026. In April 2026, our YouTube account becomes old enough on its own to qualify to pass this rule. And maybe that will be enough? That's right, our YouTube channel right now is basically 17 and a half years old. We desperately wanted 2025 to be our best year after how incredible 2024 was for our channel. But honestly, this year was it was devastating for us. But there's still hope on other platforms. First, Twitch. While we have been simulcasting on Twitch and YouTube, if we get age-gated, we will in fact be changing that to just Twitch, which, as of the start of August, is now known as Megumi System. In fact, this YouTube channel has also changed its name in case you haven't noticed. This is now the channel Megumi System. Second, we will still be using MegumiMary.com as the official website name. In fact, I suggest going there and checking out the links page to find our Blue Sky and Discord so you can keep up to date with the most recent information. Finally, we are active on Blue Sky, and especially our Discord server. And it is where we talk about the other stuff we do across the internet, like Mary's 27 book anthology she has been working on in our off time this year. She is almost done with book 11, and she hopes to have it uploaded in full to the Patreon by the end of August or early September, and ready for weekly uploads to Wattpad at the same time. Again, this has been a rough year for us and our channel. We never finished our Madoka video. The first time, we got absolutely nothing out since the first year we started putting out Madoka videos, and streaming took a massive nosedive. This is a far cry from how on top of everything Mary was last year. But honestly, she was also burning herself out with 10 plus hour streams and not caring for herself, to the point where I had to step in when I did. We're working on finding that perfect work-life balance. But at the same time, we also needed to navigate her mental health. And now we got these new restrictions YouTube is going to be dropping on us. We really want to keep making content because we both really love it. But right now, the deck is really stacked against us. So we might have to stick to streaming on Twitch if we get age-gated. As always, I have been MegumiNM. Don't stop being awesome. And have a super wicked day.